Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. So I thought maybe I will do some sort of Bitcoin news once a week. So I've got together some Bitcoin news of the week that I think is the most important thing, and let's see how we do. Okay, so Bitcoin ETS post 900 million in net outflows this week. Spot Bitcoin BTC exchange traded ETFs listed in the US recorded their fifth straight day of outflows on Thursday, losing over 900 million so far this week. Data tracked by Value shows that the 11 listed ETFs lost 140 million on Thursday, with 1.1 billion in trading volumes. Grayscale's GBTC, which has mostly seen outflows since its conversion to an ETF in January, led outflows at 53 million, followed by Fidelity at 51 million. Okay, BlackRock IBIT ETF was the only product that recorded net inflows, but as you can see, pretty tiny at 1 million. So that's probably why the Bitcoin price has gone down to whatever it is, 64K or something like that. Let's have a quick gander. It's about 64K at the moment. Okay, so other news on Bitcoin. So Germany moved 400 million in Bitcoin. So a cryptocurrency address supposedly belonging to the German Federal Criminal Police has moved 6,500 Bitcoin, which is approximately $425 million US. According to on-chain data, the wallet labeled by blockchain analytics platform Arkham Intelligence holds 50,000 Bitcoins. So it's moved 6,500. So clearly it's got another 43,500 potentially to sell. Okay. Which I believe to be funds seized from the operators of movies2k.to. So I'm guessing this is like some sort of pirate movies database, but who knows? So the June 19 transactions have sparked curiosity within the crypto community, with many believing that the government agency is planning to sell some of its Bitcoin stash. Despite this, BTC's price recorded a modest 0.7 increase. Well, obviously that was a couple of days ago. Over the past day, wiping around 22 million from traders speculating on its price, according to CoinGlass data. Okay, so that is the Germans moving Bitcoin around. Meanwhile, MicroStrategy buys another massive batch of Bitcoin worth almost $800 million. The company's purchase is actually larger than the proceeds from the convertible note offering. Okay, MicroStrategy, the Nasdaq-listed business intelligence software giant founded by Michael Saylor, has made another massive BTC purchase of over $800 million. This comes less than a week after the company said it will raise 500 million, which later went to 700 million to buy Bitcoin. Crypto Potato re reported last week MicroStrategy's plans to raise 500 million through the sale of convertible senior notes due 2032. God, I wish I could do this. Just a few days later, the company raised its initial target by 40% to 700 million, indicating that it will use net proceeds to acquire additional Bitcoin and for general corporate purposes. Earlier today, the firm's founder and former CEO, Michael Saylor, took it to X to announce the completion of the BTC purchase. Okay, so here it is. MicroStrategy has acquired additional 11,931 BTC for 786 million using proceeds from a convertible notes. Okay. With this purchase, MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin stash has skyrocketed to 226,331, worth over $8.3 billion. This means that the firm stands with an unrealized profit of more than $6.6 billion. Wow. MicroStrategy shares have been on a wild ride since the start of the year, and it will be interesting to see how their prices will react to the latest Bitcoin acquisition news. Okay, in other news, Bitcoin miners are selling again, according to CryptoQuant. The increased selling from Bitcoin miners comes as revenues remain low following the halving. Okay, so obviously we've had the Bitcoin halving, which means there's, I think it's 450 Bitcoin, which are released every day rather than 900. And therefore, there's less Bitcoin to go after and share between all the miners. Bitcoin has fallen 4.5% in the past 7 days, going to a monthly low of $65,000. This plunge in the digital assets value could be linked to increased selling from mining entities. In the latest Crypto Quant weekly report, analysts revealed that the number of Bitcoin sent from Bitcoin mining entities to exchanges has reached a 2-month high. So obviously, when the Bitcoin miners send their Bitcoin to an exchange, it means they're more likely to be selling rather than the other way around, where if they send it from an exchange to their cold wallet or storage or whatever, it means they're less likely to sell. Miner selling hits 2-month high. So on June the 9th, the hourly transfer of Bitcoin mainly from the Bitcoin mining pool to the crypto exchange Binance hit a 2-month high of more than 3,000 Bitcoin. The next day, miners sold at least 1,200 Bitcoin via over-the-counter desks, so that's OTC, recording their highest daily volume since late March, when the daily volume totaled 1,600 BTC. Large Bitcoin mining companies have also increased their selling activity, so that's pretty bad news. So maybe they're all feeling the pinch somewhat. One such as US-based Marathon Digital, so that's one of the biggest mining companies, which has offloaded 1,400 Bitcoin so far in June. The entity's June sale represents 8% of its total holdings, a major increase from the 390 Bitcoin it sold in May. The increased selling from Bitcoin miners comes as revenues remain low following the halving. Daily mining revenues have plunged to approximately $35 million, down 55% from $78 million, a peak reached in March. Daily Bitcoin transaction fees now hover around 65, a massive drop from the 117 recorded before the halving. In addition, median transaction fees have stayed low in USD terms, despite the record high number of transactions seen on the network in the past few weeks. Miners face high hash rate. Okay, so the hash rate is basically the calculation that needs to be done to earn the Bitcoin. So while miners increase their selling due to low revenues, the Bitcoin network's hash rate has remained high. So the hash rate has only fallen by 4% since the halving in April, which has put additional pressure on miners. A high hash rate means miners need more computing power, therefore electricity, energy, and time to verify transactions and add blocks to the chain. It also means that miners are underpaid or extremely underpaid. The miners are underpaid or extremely underpaid. Notably, they were fairly paid at the time of writing. Currently, Bitcoin's hash rate stands at 599 EH per second, slightly down from the pre-halving rate of 622. Miners are now competing for lower block rewards in terms of BTC under higher pressure. Okay, so that is the Bitcoin news this week. Let me know if I've missed anything out. If you think there are other important Bitcoin stories that I've missed out. I've only done a few, obviously, but maybe this is something that I will do on a weekly basis, maybe every Friday. So anyway, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.